This is a presentation on the assessment of future information needs. I will begin this presentation with a brief description of the decision maker, Billy. Billy is a student at Georgetown University and will be a senior next year. As a junior, he must begin to think about what he is going to do after college. He is currently a healthcare policy major, but enjoys taking studio art classes for fun. He also lives in an apartment with 3 other roommates. He shares a room with one of these roommates. All of these things will have an influence on the decisions Billy will make. There are 3 decisions that Billy is going to have to make in the next 6 months. He must decide whether or not to declare a minor. Billy has taken many studio art classes and has fulfilled many of the requirements needed to accomplish a studio art minor. However, he's still not sure if declaring a minor will give him more work and take time away from his social life. He also must decide whether or not to go to graduate school or to work after college. If he goes to graduate school, it will further his education, but it will also cost him a lot of time and money. If he works, however, he will be able to make money on his own. He also must decide whether or not he should live with a roommate or in a single senior year. Billy has lived with a roommate every year since freshman year. He enjoys the company of his roommate, but he would like more privacy and also believes that a single would help his love life. The following are 7 relevant factors that must be taken into consideration as Billy makes his decisions. The following factors are going to influence each of the decisions that Billy makes. In his decision of whether or not to declare a minor, this decision is affected by the cost of taking additional classes and buying more textbooks, the time spent studying for the class, the impact more class would have on his social life, the increase in education it would facilitate, and the increase in potential career skills. In his decision of whether or not to go to grad school after Once these factors were derived, they were ranked on a scale of 0 to 7. 0 meaning the factor is of little importance, 7 meaning very important. The following chart gives the rankings of importance for each factor as ranked by the decision maker, Billy, and by the decision-making expert. The averages and ranges of these rankings were then taken to determine the importance of each factor in Billy's ultimate decision-making. The higher averages of 4 and 5 indicate that these factors are going to be essential when Billy makes his decisions. These factors included cost, social life, and education. Other factors, although not essential, should be monitored for more fruitful decision making. Romantic life and privacy with averages of 2 ended up being non-essential factors. There are pros and cons to using this method of needs assessment. Some of the pros are that in ranking these factors, the decision maker could see the barriers to his decision making. This allowed him to see the differences between his wants and needs. Ranking also allowed Billy, our decision maker, to prioritize his decision making. There are also some cons to using this type of needs assessment. It would be harder for a professional to use this type of needs assessment in real life, as in a professional setting there are probably many more factors that would be involved. Also, in this situation, the expert and decision maker agreed about the importance of many of the factors. This method would probably be more useful in situations in which there is more disparity between the expert and decision maker, as it is in this type of situation that it would be hard to determine the importance of certain factors.